section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walking, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Let's bleed on this Monday morning. Dwayne Jones, salute, fam. King Jr., Eric Holt, Anwar Willis, Simon Bridgman. Mike, what up? MP, what the fuck? It's good. Earl Taylor, the Brothers UK, Hamza S., Mike Biggs in the building, salute. Steve L. the Mac, what up? C Love, Brian H., Kane the Bad Guy, Mark Booker, Rick Blackwell, BBG, Jeffrey H. Lopez in the mother effing building. Salute, fam. Thrill Hill, Big Block, Copper Aborigine. Salute, fam. Hamza S. Salute. Straight Convo. What up? Robert Singleton, my brother Xavier Martinez in the building. That's right, lightweight since birth. Yes, sir. Up Condo. What's good? Kevin Dunbar, Mario Foster, salute. Smash the like button on the way in. Joseph Gregory, salute. Healer, the mind, body, and coach. My brother Focus Ball in the building. Salute, y'all. Good morning. It's a Monday morning. If you up north, it's cold as hell. Jelly beans, salute. I got to get out of here on time today. I got to go pay my respects. One of my friends have to bury a loved one today. So, a little gloomy this morning, but, the family's in high spirits. So, it's life to deal with death. Keith James, salute. Andrew Gray, salute. Let's get to it. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to it. Steve L. the Mac in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. I appreciate you, fam. Prayer hands. Salute. It's all good. It's all good. It's life. It's crazy. Man. But let's get to it, man. Y'all see the screen? Let's not get it confused. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. They don't. Kitty Peeps, salute. Ratchet since 91, salute. Keith James, I appreciate. Thank you. Vince Williams, salute. Yeah, I believe that, C-Love. I believe that. We transcend. We just waiting our turn. That's why we do the best we can do while we on this plane in this vessel that we call the body. And we leave a mark. Which is why I like to bring people up the best way that I can. The best way that I can. I am not perfect. I'd like to bring people up. If you're the type of person to bring people down, I choose not to be around you. I only deal with builders. I don't deal with people that destroy. Because if something is not of good nature, that means it has a horrible foundation, and eventually it's going to topple over and fall on itself. King the Bad Guy, salute. Trust me, it will. I don't care how MJ Total Health and Wellness, salute. I don't care how strong it looks. it's going to collapse on its own. Now watch how I transcend this to boxing. Watch how I flip it to boxing. Thomas, what up? You see these 3 things I got on here? All people see is the millions of dollars it's making and all the stars that they have. But if it's not formed in righteousness, what do you think is going to happen to it in the long run? Charles Levinson, salute. Let's start with Top Rank, because it's been around a hell of a lot longer than the PBC. Top Rank, oh God, Top Rank, millions of dollars. Oh yeah. Didn't Top Rank get stolen from Muhammad Ali? Stormy B-Man in the building, salute, Sensei. It was stolen, right? It was stolen, right? Xavier, I see you, man. Birdman, what up? Yeah. They may as well. The social media title. That's going to happen. Tony Hamburg. They could do whatever they want. But Top Rank, stolen from Muhammad Ali. CB Sports in the building, salute. Right? And Bob Arum been around for like 1 billion years. Boxing and barbecue, salute. I believe Bob Arum is a Highlander. And this is all one big game. Bob Arum, Al Heyman, Lou DiBella. And the only way they can only be one. They got to behead each other and all kinds of weird stuff. You know what I'm talking about? They're Highlanders. So this guy stole it from Muhammad Ali. I'm not going to get into the history of it, but this is what I was told in bits and pieces that I've read. And I'm really turned off. DOG, Dark Kent, Mr. Shelton in the building. Yeah, the nigga store won't stop him. It won't stop him. I'm just a guy. I don't know why a lot of their Unique Dawn, salute. A lot of people that support this hate us. Black Alpha, salute. They hate us because we telling the truth and we stand on something. Bully, salute. So Top Rank, stolen from Muhammad Ali. I'm just giving y'all the fast version. And throughout the years, you know, they've had plenty of black fighters, plenty of Mexican fighters. But a lot of people that leave Top Rank, some of the biggest names that we know, like Oscar De La Hoya, like Floyd Money Mayweather, BBG, salute. Yep. They've made millions of dollars while they were at Top Rank, but they didn't maximize their personal profits. So they left. And somehow, some way, people still end up over there. People of color, black and brown people, they end up over there. My brother Healer, 88 Sports Talk, salute. He says, Arum advised Ali to make Top Rank to build money for the black community. He was Ali's lawyer for making Top Rank. Then he became oh, okay, there you go. He became the owner. Oh, okay. Okay, Unscripted Virtuoso, salute. I didn't bother to like research it because I get mad reading stuff. I remember when I was a kid, my parents made me sit down and watch Roots, and I got mad. Did you know that they re-released Roots? They updated the version of Roots, and I watched some of it and I had to turn it off. You know why? There were a couple of those slave owners that were saying to the people being mean to the slaves, hey, you really shouldn't do that. It should be in good health when we get to where we're going. They tried to humanize some of those people. You knew what you was doing when you left the goddamn continent. You knew what you was about to do. It's an inhumane thing. Don't try and humanize these cats. They were animals when they left. They were animals when they got on the boat. They were animals when they got to the continent. They were animals when they left. DP Rocker, salute. Don't try and humanize them. I turned it off. Big Block, salute. I'm talking about the original Roots. Kunta Kinte. That shit pissed me off. We went from that story to them having trying to sneak in textbooks that Africans migrated to different parts of the planet for a better way of life. I think they put that in a textbook in Texas. And the parents caught it, was like, hold on, what is this? Ain't nobody migrated from Africa back then to America for a better way of life. What are you talking about? Nobody went to Europe for a better way of life. What are you talking about? They didn't even know that shit was there. Well, I'm sorry, they did. They did. They did. But they ain't stay. J. Wayne Citizen, Dark Kent, Almighty Lord, salute. Went over there, left, and came back in peace. When they came, they saw clunking motherfuckers upside the head. Stop. Stop lying. And then they want to put it in textbooks that we came in for a way of life. And then we're like, no. And then you got some peace pipe smoking mofos talking about, oh, well, you know, let's just agree to disagree. No, tell the truth. Back to boxing. Top Rank was built off of bullshit. And all these years later, we got a high-ranking official talking about, hey, man, there's a no black fighter policy on the board. I've seen it. Y'all all heard it. He was in the barbershop. Shout out to Fred, Barbershop Conversations. He said it. It's on YouTube. He said it. Did he not? I'm going to get on my champ side. Salute the champ side, the baddest brand in the land. Press 1 if you heard it. Press 1 if you know what I'm talking about. Press 1. I couldn't believe it when he said it. But he said it. Stop it. The man said, if you go to anywhere USA and you ask a white man to throw a jab, they're going to cock their hand back like a girl and swing like a female. That's what he said. And then he said, you go to a black neighborhood and ask any black man to throw a jab and he'll flick out a jab like he's been punching like that his whole damn life. Meaning we are more athletically gifted. He said that, not us. He said that. My mouth dropped like, wow. 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 Crazy, right? Crazy. Windy City Assassins, salute. On the board, there's a list of black fighters on the right side or whatever side of the board it is. And everybody else is on the opposite side of the board. CT Fat Boy, what up? And they do the matchups. Him versus him, him versus him, him versus him. And where do you have that Pretty Boy Floyd cat? Just there. That's it. They don't have a plan to promote black fighters, but they will sign them and make money off of us. It was said. It's no more alleged. It's no longer alleged. It was said. It happens. Right now, it's happening. They don't know how to promote black fighters. It was said. There's no more alleged. There's no more could it be? No. We see it. I'm gonna come and salute. Oh, but why are black fighters still going over there? I don't know. Ask them. Maybe their plan is to go over there and get their bag and leave. I don't know what their contracts look like. I don't know. Don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. They don't care about us. I can tell you that. They don't care. It's all alleged, right? It's all alleged when we see it. When we see it. It's all alleged when we making it up. Oh, you're just overreacting. Foot on the neck of a black man. He's pissing his pants, calling for his mother. I'm not going to kill him. He's a menace. He's not going to die. Get your foot off his neck. Get your knee off his neck. He's not going to die. Then he dies. Oh, well, you know, he has an arrest record, and he was a bad guy in the past. You know, he beat women. Wait a minute. What does any of that have to do with that moment in time where he had a foot on his fucking neck and he died? Irrelevant. Irrelevant. So now you're trying to justify this man getting murdered in the street. You just told me what your character is. Video comes out of a black man jogging. Well, not jogging. He was running for his life. David Earl Thomas, salute. Running for his life. The murder's caught on video. And we say, what the fuck is that? Wait a minute. That's not right. That was a murder. First thing they do is release a video of him in the park with his shirt off under a coat. He wore a jacket with his shirt off, interacting with a police officer. Because somebody called the police on him and said, yo, look, there's a weird guy in the park. He was in the park with his car, and he just had his shirt off, right? But he had a coat on. So the police get the call, and they go answer the call. Nothing happened. But when this man is caught on video getting murdered, that video comes out. And then they're saying, oh, well, you know, he was on some property. He shouldn't have been there. Then the people who own the property, they say, no, he wasn't breaking no laws. We own the property. And down where that happened, if there's an open, it's damn near an open house. If you have an unfinished property, people could go on there, on the property, and walk around it and decide whether to make a purchase. And when that news came out, Paulie Malignaggi tries to tell me that he was in violation. I said, but Paulie, Paisan, hey, Paisan, while popping my collar and combing the grease out of fucking hair. Hey, Paisan. The owners of the property said that he was not in violation. What now? What now? Oh, well, you know, guys, I've never seen anyone jog like that. They don't jog like that. He wasn't dressed like he was exercising. I'm an avid jogger. Hey, Paulie, you live in New York, Paulie. I see weirdos every day in the weirdest attire. I seen someone jogging in penny loafers. I said, that's strange, but that might work for him. It's New York. Hey. Fonzarelli looking ass. No matter what I said, no matter what I pointed out, he insisted that that young man killed himself. Running for his life, but he killed himself. But you monkeys got a problem with me when I point shit out like that? There's shit going on right now. Then they did everything, but they took his job. They fired him at Showtime. They fired his ass for saying stupid shit. Then no sooner than he does that, now he's on with the other asshole, Steve Kim. Talking about what we do as a community, what we do wrong, how we vent. Look, man, we're not perfect, but you do not qualify to speak on our behalf. Shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna have a racist Asian and a racist Sicilian talk shit about the black community. We are flawed, but I talk about our flaws. You shut the fuck up. And this is what I'm saying to the monkeys. All that love you think you got? No, they don't love you. But they'll jump in your comment section. And because you talking about us or talking about what, or you just bad mouthing their least favorite black fighter, that's why they're there. I'll critique look, I'll do a whole live stream, for example, telling the truth about Jamal Charlo if he does something stupid. Talking about both of them. But if I look at my chat and I see somebody that I recognize saying, yo, hold on, this guy's a notorious racist. Don't come in my chat with no laughing emojis and, yeah, you right, Drew. Get out my fucking chat. I know who you are. I know what you about. Get out of here. You don't reserve the right to even agree with me. Fuck y'all talking about? Know your surroundings. Know your surroundings. Top Rank is not our friend. The news is out on them already. We had an executive say it already. He said it already. They don't know how to promote black fighters. They don't care to. I don't know why they still go over there. Maybe they got to go over there because it's like, yo, look, I'm not getting a deal nowhere else, and they're offering me top dollar. I need that $10 million. I got to get out the hood like tomorrow. I got to buy mama a house. I'll figure it out later. And this is a business. Let me see. I can go to Bob, and I can fight. I can have 10 fights in 2.5 years. I can make a grand total of maybe $50 million in those 2 years. And I can have subpar opposition. I'm trying to preserve myself. Fine. Get your bread. But I hope you have it out and you're ready for the ridicule, because us, the real supporters of the sport, is going to ask you why you're not busy. Why did you sign over there when all the competition was over there? We're going to figure you out. And when we find out that it's come time for you to either resign or go where the competition is, we're going to question you. Thank you, Messenger. Poverty pimps. We're going to question you. All right, we got your bag. Now, who does that sound like? Sound like Bud, right? All right, bro, you got your bag. Now what? You can't go get your bag and then complain about where you're getting your bag from later. Lawsuit. Good, I'm with you. Because it's all true. It's all true. Are you going to win? I don't know. I got your back, though, bud. Don't know if he's going to win. Hope he does. Hope he does. But at this point, you asked for it. You knew what it was. Oscar done been told you. Floyd, look, the examples were there, but you went there anyway. Maybe you thought it was going to be different. Ladies, you get with a dude. Oh, you know, he was bad to her and her and her, but I'm different. And then you find out what? You're just number 14 because there was 13 before you. Fellas, yeah, I know she was in that Project Staircase, but she changed now. She in church. Yeah, she just went to church and she's banging everybody in the church. She the same person. Smack yourself. And Conquest, salute. They can't handle it. So now, whatever happens with Buds, with it, look, all I know is that lock yourself in a room with Errol and get it done, bud. Errol has not moved off his position. I don't want to make this about Bud, but I'm just using him as an example because he was over there and we couldn't understand it, and now he's suing, and we're like, yo, bro, you should be there in the first place. But whatever, you got your money, okay? Maybe it was a money move. I don't know. I'm not in his pockets. I'm not counting his money. All I want is his continued success. Does that make any sense? I want his continued success. I'm concerned about Shakur. I'm concerned. Concerned. I don't know what these guys' contracts look like. I don't know. I know Shakur told Floyd, I know when they asked him why you didn't go with Floyd Mayweather, he said it seemed like too much talk over there. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what he saw, but that's what he said. But he went to Top Rank. I said, okay. Big dog, salute. So you go over there, and no sooner than you get there, King Vonnie, salute. No sooner than you get there, it's time for you to fight Oscar Valdez. And what happened? We were told, no, you're not fighting Valdez. Valdez is fighting Navarrete from a division south. and I'm gonna have an all Mexican card, and that's what it's gonna be. And we were like, what? That is consistent behavior. Now watch this. I don't know how they would word it. Cassandra, salute. I don't know how they would word it. But moving forward after this lawsuit, don't be surprised that if black fighters sign with Top Rank moving forward, there's going to be something in there. It'll be written in legalese. And it'll be something so funny. Like, if you don't get the fights you want, you know, I don't know, you can't complain that it's racism. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be worded funny. Like, why would they say, if I don't get the fights when it's right there in line, that it's not, you can't complain racism? It'll be worded a certain way, and you will have to get a really good lawyer to break that down. Like, yo, what do you mean by this? What are y'all really saying? What are y'all saying? It's the no complain law. If you're ranked number 1 and you got 4 titles, and this guy has you got 3 titles, and this guy has a last title, and Top Rank decides to move that fight in another direction, and the WBC or the WBO decides to invent the title and give it to him, and you don't get that fight to close out the undisputed thing, you can't complain. You can't even get on social media and say anything about that. And if people get in your inbox, you can't respond. I'm telling you. That's just what it's going to be. You got to understand what you're getting into type of contract, meaning you can't complain. You sign with us, you can't complain about anything. You can't blow the racism card, no matter if it's in your face. If you come in there and sit down, we got a bunch of Klans hoods on. If you sign that contract, we could do what we want. Trust me, man. So let's slide over to the WBC. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. WBC. You like them?
Sip the juice. I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
Salute to the WBC. What the hell is this belt? The Mayan belt?
Sip the juice. I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
What's going on? What's happening?
Sip the juice. I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
What's happening over there, man? What's happening over in the Reynoso camp? I ain't got to get too deep into it. Y'all see what's happening. Y'all know what's good. I mean, I saw that meme. Shout out to Art Man. I said, y'all got to take this and throw the beat behind it. But y'all know I got love for Andy Ruiz, but goddamn, he went from Buffy from the Fat Boys to a CrossFit expert. I said, sheesh. But, I didn't think of the worst. I just say, hey, all right, he didn't like the AJ turnout. He ain't getting no third fight. They're not even talking about that. A tiebreaker. He beat AJ better than AJ beat him in the rematch. Maybe in Conquest, salute. Maybe Christiana, salute. Maybe he's upset with himself to the point where he locked himself in the gym and Canelo got behind him, pause, and said, yo, bro, get it together. You're better than this. And maybe he just committed to the craft. RB, salute. ATL, Unanimous Boxing and Sports, salute. Maybe he was like, yo, man, look, I got to take my craft seriously. I got a second chance. And I made some money and I blew it. Canelo, best in the game, got my back. So, maybe I'm going to do myself proud. Get myself in shape. That's what I said. And in between that, Oscar Valpez popped dirty. And I said, what's going on over there, man? And then Ryan Garcia is having panic attacks in the gym. Now, let me get this straight. You're undefeated. You're on top of the world. The ladies and the pedophile men love you, because that's what it is. Because every time I turn around and talk about, yo, Ryan Garcia ain't doing nothing in boxing, they're talking about his good looks. I'm like, hold on. I'm not talking about his good looks. I get it. They talked about that when Oscar was coming up. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. When he was fighting on HBO, Dave Thomas, salute. When he was fighting on HBO, they said the views went up not because of the boxing fans, but because women found Oscar attractive, and he could fight. That's the difference between him and this kid Ryan Garcia. Oscar was fighting. That's the difference. He actually liked what he did. Ryan, I'm not sure. The reason why I'm not sure is because we haven't seen him in a year. But we've seen him on social media. We've seen his comments. And media likes to throw the mic in his face. They like to throw the mic in his face. Hey, man. George Kambosos, what do you think? Who cares what he thinks? He hasn't done anything. Why do y'all keep talking to him? So when they do that, I even it out. You want attention? I'll give it to you. Every time I see a Ryan Garcia article, I make a video about the article. There's your attention. Because I'm going to cut him down. Now watch this. Don't get mad if I'm cutting him down. Because I'm not going to lie on him. The more they say, oh, well, you know, Ryan Garcia's in the runnings, I'm like, why? Now, is that cutting him down? No, it's asking a question. It's all about your perception. Salute to Robert Singleton in that super chat. Much love. He said Ruiz went from Michelin Man to Tukey Williams. Exactly. Did it kind of fast. And then got in the ring with Chris Arreola, who was deemed over the hill. Sean, what up? Who I said Ruiz would win that fight. And I thought he would make it fairly easy because Chris is, and salute to Chris. But I thought he was over the hill in boxing years. You know what I'm saying? I said, he had his time. It didn't work out. I think Ruiz, he was going to come in there and just, put on a display and display his new shape. And the boxing world will see him as a formidable opponent for anybody. And he's back. Went in there and got dropped in the first round. Gio James, salute. And Cristobal made it a fight. And he showed it in great shape, too. Because he notoriously had weight issues. G5, salute. And I said, what's going on here? Is this one of those things where styles make fights? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe his body and physique didn't match what we thought we was going to see. What it looked like was a new driver behind the wheel of a Lamborghini on a racetrack, and you just got your license a week ago. You don't know how to drive it correctly. He didn't look like he knew what to do in certain spots. It's like he put his head on a brand new body and didn't know how to work it. Xavier, I'm going to reach out to him. I always said I was. I'll get him on. Trust me, I will. When Chris was active, I was a huge Chris Arreola supporter. You know what I mean? That hit a soft spot when I saw him lose to Bermain Stavern. I was like, damn. You just couldn't get with him. And that happens, man. That happens. But when he got that Klitschko fight, I was rooting for him, man. I said, man, come on, Chris, come on. And he didn't give up. When he was crying at the end and F-bombing, I felt that. And I ain't make fun of him. I felt that. I wanted Chris Arreola to be successful. I did. I'll say it again. Back in the day, 90s or whatever, going into the 2000s, I was like, yo, you know what would be dope? A heavyweight Mexican that fought like Marco Antonio Barrera with that heart. And they were like, why? I said, man, nobody will be able to deal with that. Not today. Not in these days. We need that. We need something to shake this division up. That'd be dope. And then Chris Arreola came along, and I said, oh, okay, let's see what he's going to do. And he did the best that he could. O'Connell said, I honestly feel he beat Ruiz. A lot of people said that, man. A lot of people said that. But we know how, but see, we know boxing, though. He beats Ruiz. What does he do after that? He got to keep winning. Is he beating the top tier guys? He's not. And like I said, you know, boxing, it's dog years in boxing. Every year for a boxer, an active fighter, is like 7 years on their body. It's dog years. That's why heavyweights, they, you know, in their 30s, they're damn near old. They got to plan out the next 3 years because it could be over. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz is an old man. Ortiz needs one more good fight where he can make a few million and just ride off into the sunset. Because now if he beats a Usyk or an AJ or a Fury, he got to defend that bitch. And the man's like, he's going to be like, for what, 43? No. Go sit down. You did the best you could. We know what happened to you. And we're going to preach about what happened to you forever. 919, salute. So it was in the best interest of business for Andy to win that fight. We know what it is. Now, Andy never popped dirty, but I'm looking at him like, you know, him, Reynoso Jim, I don't know. And I'm an Andy Ruiz supporter. Can't no one take that from me. I don't care what anyone says. You can't put you can't put no coats on me that don't fit. Get out of here. Smash that like button. It's ridiculous. Oscar Valdez, Canelo, Ryan having panic attacks. I forgot that was on pay-per-view, Rob. Go figure. Come on, man. Everything happened in the Reynoso camp. Now here's the thing. What if that was happening in the Derrick James camp? Who's down there with Derrick James? Go ahead, put it in the chat. Who's down there with Derrick James?
Sip the juice. I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
Who's down there with Derrick James?
Sip the juice. I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
Derrick James can't even get Trainer of the Year. Derrick James can't even get Trainer of the Year. The man had 2 unified champions in his damn... he had 2 unified champions in his stable. Errol Spence, Charlos, Martin, Brown. If 3 of them sipped on some tea and had fentanyl in their system, boxing would stop right now. And all the eyes would be on them. Can you imagine what social media would look like? Can you imagine the trolling that we would get over that? Can you imagine? That's right, Hamza. They talk about EJ being on gear, and we're like, well, prove it. And they say, look at his nipples. I don't want to look at his nipples. Why are you looking at his nipples? I know where you're trying to go, but I'm saying take the test. That's what we go by here. We go by popping dirty, right? That's what we go by, right? Bruce Go, salute. LeVon Down Gaither, salute. You want to go by body parts? Let's go by body parts. And Manny Pacquiao, look at him in the 90s and look at his forehead now. How did he make that happen? Banner, Hulk. How did you do that? You was grown when you started fighting, when we started watching you. Your head don't grow. Your shoulders, your traps, your lats, that can grow. Your skull does not. Your skull is not supposed to grow unless you have a problem. Andre the Giant type shit. How does your head grow? That's what we said. Not one time did I say, look at his nipples. Maybe EJ has a slight case of gynecomastia. Do y'all know what that is? Crush the Legend, salute. That's when, you know, you produce extra tissue in the breast area. A lot of men have it. Some of the same motherfuckers have that problem and they never took a drug in their life. They just have a hormone imbalance. Hard Body J Timo, salute. I'm glad he's here. I'm talking about Gino. So my thing is this. You can't look at Errol and tell. Some dudes just look like that. But when we say, yo, Manny Pacquiao, I firmly believe that he was on gear, what do they tell us? He never popped dirty. Prove it. Jafar says, oh, salute. I'll just say, yo, forget his nipples. Why his head grew? Why is he a welterweight, but they got to make a number 10 fitted cap to put on his head? A number 10 fitted. Let me get a 10. Huh? We don't make 10s. You need one for Manny Pacquiao. Oh, I see now. Yeah. Yep. Need that 10. Jackass. Stop playing, man. HGS is not tested for, exactly. There's a lot of things that they know. If you don't test for it, you ain't gonna find it. You can test for everything in the book after a fight, but if you're not looking for something specific, you're not gonna find it. You can go into a room and find a pencil, a pen, a gun, and a bag of $1 million and walk out that room with all that shit. Be like, well, yo, did you find your wallet? You was looking for your wallet. You need your driver's license. Where's your wallet? You said it was in that room. You came out with a bag of money, a pen, a pencil, and all this other shit, but where is your wallet? I ain't find my wallet. Okay. You went in there looking for your wallet because you need your driver's license. You came out with everything else. That's similar to how drug test works. Similar. Not exactly, but similar. I know hard body, but see, you know, that's a detraction that the trolls come at us with. There's a bunch of factors why I look like that. But none of them are drug related, like how they're putting it on him. Hard work for every day talk said Barry Bonds didn't pop dirty. But we said, exactly. He ain't pop dirty, but look at his head. Look at his legs. Look at how he looked in the 90s as opposed to now. We had to deal with that shit. I was just done with it. I was like, you know what? Put the man in the Hall of Fame. Mark McGuire. 60 Shades of Sammy Sosa. The hell's wrong with him? I'm gonna talk about self-hate. Jesus Christ. The hell was that? I just shook my head. I said, I can't. Whoa. And put on a cowboy hat. Ryan, salute. What? I don't know if his mama alive, but she probably turned in her grave. I don't know if his daddy alive, but he probably turned his grave. Joseph Townsend in the building, salute. So the WBC, do they care about us? No. Hell no. They care about their bottom line. They're running around. Their fighters are popping dirty left and right. Valpez, yeah, 4 Red Bulls equivalent. He could fight. Y'all don't like it. Canelo, oh yeah, that's bad. Let me give him a little suspension. And a franchise status. She ain't got to fight Jamal.
Sip the juice, I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
Is anybody gonna tell Ron Garcia other than us to shut the fuck up? Anyone other than us gonna tell him, yo, shut up, man? Shut up. Stop talking. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You're talking way too much, young man. Shut up. Nope. Not Ryan. This is man. Now let's go to the PBC because I ain't got much time. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We be crooks. James Toney said it years ago.
Sip the juice. I got enough to go around. And the thought takes place uptown.
I'm not ever going to get off that bumper. So let's go to the PBC. Hey, salute to the PBC, owned by a black man. Hey, yeah, congrats. Hey, Al Heyman doing something. Shut up!
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Word.
Hello, monkeys.
Let me be very clear. Every nigga in prison ain't Nelson Mandela. You understand? Some niggas in prison need to be there. Now, I'm not saying Al Heyman's a criminal, but understand what I'm saying. I will support you if you're a black man. But the moment you start fucking up, I'm going to back off. I might not say anything. I'll give you that. I might not say anything. But when shit gets out of hand to the point where I can't remain silent, I'm not going to cut you down. But when shit gets out of hand to the point where I can't remain silent, oh yeah, you're going to get some work. Because I'm not going to justify stupidity. The PBC. I got one name to shut this whole shit down. Deontay Wilder. Y'all let that shit happen to him. I don't care what anyone says. Y'all let it happen. Y'all let it happen. The PBC, the WBC, and they worked with Top Rank. That other side of the street shit, that should never fly. Shut up, Tim. Because Fury is a product of Top Rank, and the PBC worked with Deontay Wilder. They did business 2 times. Not the first time, but 2 times. If the PBC was who I thought they were, after the second fight, they'd have just paused everything and said, no. Something wrong. Launch a proper investigation. But true to life, Al Heyman did what he does. He remained silent. That's what he did. That's what he did. While we were saying, you know what? He's bringing boxing back to free TV. And let me tell you something. Sidebar. I want you to pay attention to this. Back like in 2014, 2015, around like well, it might have been 2016 or whatever. I forget the exact year when Eddie Hearn, I had to deal with trolls on Facebook coming to me and said, "Oh, Eddie Hearn is coming to America. Look like he got $1 billion and he's gonna take over boxing." And they directed it towards me, and I'm just sitting there like, okay. That was my response. Okay. Oh, he's gonna buy all the PBC fighters. I said, okay. You know why I said okay? Here's why. I don't give a fudge who takes over boxing as long as I get the product that I want. What do I want? I want this guy who's a champion to fight this guy who's a champion. If somebody comes over and takes over boxing and all the fighters could be financially compensated to the point where they're happy, but I'm getting a product that I want as a consumer. I don't care who runs boxing. So if Eddie Hearn had $1 billion bag from some Russian and came over and he was successful buying up the Charlos and Errol and everybody else and Adrian Broner, but we got the fights that we want, I would have no problem. Because he'd be running it like how Dana White runs the UFC. The difference is he had $1 billion to give out to fighters and give them the purses that they wanted. But I would have a product that I want. So I don't care who's in charge. And I said that. I said, what did you guys think? What'd you think I was going to say? Oh, he always trying to G the black man. That's what I live with. So what? You already know that. You came to me because you're hoping that was the case. So out of defense, I'm like, fuck that. I'm Al Heyman. I'm for Al Heyman, what he's doing. We're getting quality fights. He just don't have all the fighters, but we're getting quality fights on free TV. And y'all are celebrating paying $10 for an app, and he ain't got no fighters yet. But you're hoping you didn't say he's going to come buy up all the top-ranked fighters because Al Heyman got all the talent. Bam! And he went over to the PBC, and what happened? Let them tell the story. He struck out. He went straight to Adrian Broner. Kick rocks. I'm loyal to Al Heyman. Went to the Charlos eventually. They sat down. Wasn't saying nothing they wanted to hear. Strike out. He got Andre because Andre screwed himself. And I Cadillac King, salute, fam. I'm not going to get too much into Andre's business. He made some bad choices. Some of the shit is his fault. But he messed up. He couldn't even land Tyson Fury. He put the letter out on social media. Y'all remember that? Ha ha ha. This is what this dozer tried to offer me. He just got off the couch. And he went and signed with Top Rank. Wilder gave him a breath of life. And he went over with Bob Arum rather than Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn came over here and struck out horribly. And years later, the zone is finished. Meanwhile, I had guys like Rick Glaser, that guy that everyone likes to run and do interviews with now, told me in a Facebook group, yo, PBC's on this last leg. They're in the red. They're done. And I'm reading this guy's comments. I'm like, yo, nah. This guy, Mr. Boxing Insider, his heart is in a different place. I can tell by how he's writing this that his heart is in a different place. I don't know what Al Heyman did to him. I don't know if he knows him. I don't know. But if you read what I was reading, I was like, okay, I don't know who you are, dude. But whatever. They're in the red. Okay, the average business fails within 2 to 5 years. We'll see. Time will tell. That's all I said to him. And I said to everybody that wanted to believe him. I said, look, time is going to tell. Time reveals all truth, right? That was 2014, 2015. We are now in 2022. They're still here. That's all I'm saying. They could disappear today. I don't know. But they're still here. How'd that work out? I don't know, Mr. Shelton. It could be anything. And this is another thing. All of this dumb shit on the screen, Jafar Cesar is actually right. Jake Paul sneaking in the game to clean it up. You're going to turn around. People going to be fighting for him. Why? Yo, man, I know win or lose, Jake, whatever his events do, if there's $1 million on the table, to my calculations, there's 8 fights on the card, and I'm the opening bout. Win or lose, I'm going to get a $50,000 bonus. That's what Jake does for me. What could Jake do for you? Did he not close the deal on Serrano versus Katie Taylor? Yes or no? He's getting that fight done, y'all. There's a method to this kid's madness. He just not snuck into the game. He walked through the front door, and he's just, how the hell? He's just getting shit done. Listen, some people can hate Jake Paul for whatever reason. I don't, this YouTube thing ain't for everybody. I can't explain this shit to my parents. I can't explain it to my uncles, and say they don't subscribe to all of this stuff. They don't know who Jake. They ask me, who's Jake Paul? Who's this kid? And I'm like, look, man, it's a long story. YouTube kid, he could fight, but he's not no pro fighter. But why is all this buzz? I said it's social media, man. But I said he's doing something good for boxing. Just, watch what he does as far as promoting. He's putting the promotions on blast. Why do you think he's beefing with Dana White? He's putting his business on blast, his business practices on blast. The UFC, we get the fights that we want when they're supposed to happen, but the trade-off is he's saying that Dana's not paying the guys what they're worth. Conor McGregor is on a losing streak right now, but he could come and fight tomorrow and make millions of dollars. Why? He hasn't worked out with Dana personally. He has his money worked out personally. Not every UFC fighter has the privilege to do that for a numerous amount of reasons. I just saw the other fight. I'm just reading it and salute to Tay Tay. And everyone go subscribe to Tay Tay in her MMA channel. And salute to Healer with his MMA conversation. You know what I'm saying? They even wanted to put the belt around it. There she go. Go subscribe to Tay Tay and go subscribe to Healer. They even want to put the goddamn belt around his waist. I'm like, what the hell was that? And then I see online that they got some sort of internal beef. Look, he's the champion. He's winning. Put the belt around his waist. Work it out. He's the product. Sign him. Give him what he wants. Calvin, salute. But Ronda Rousey gets all this praise. She's flipping all these girls on their head. She's running around saying she beat up Floyd. And Dana White gets up there and co-signs. Yeah, in the street fight, she beat Floyd. She gets on the front page of Ring Magazine, which is a boxing magazine, not an MMA magazine, but a boxing magazine. Antonio, salute. Very next fight gets her head kicked in. The very next fight, Ivermectin, salute. And I said, wow, that and she's on talk shows talking about she was depressed. I said, whoa, you're a fighter. That happens. You fought somebody better. Come back better. Get over it. That's right, Tay-Tay. Need to give Francis Ngannou and John Jones what they're worth. And I don't care about what John Jones has done out the ring. We all know about it. I mean, hey, sniff a little coke, crash up a car, beat an old man, throw a guardrail through a bus and injure an old person. F-Law, salute. Same thing. Conor McGregor, John Jones. Who's keeping count? Not me. Pay those men what they're worth. So the PBC is paying fighters what they're worth, right? But they let a lot of things fall through the cracks. And while Top Rank is effing around, and the WBC's effing around, and the WBA's effing around, and the PBC's effing around, and they're allowing things like that to happen to Deontay Wilder for the greater good of business, a guy like Jake Paul could walk right through the front door, and while everyone's fighting and doing all kinds of weird shit with each other, Jake walks right through the front door, smiling, and goes up to fighters. You want to come with me? You want to come with me? And they're leaving with him. And these fools are going to be, when the dust settles, I'm like, yo, where our fighters go? And Jake Paul smiling, getting another tattoo, about to pay his mid-carders the difference of a $1 million event. That's right, Tay-Tay. Hey, man, Holly Holm winning was for the greater good. It just needed to happen. And that's further proof. Sometimes things need to happen just to even shit out. Ronda Rousey was feeling herself. And I was pissed when I was like, how did she end up on the front cover of Ring Magazine? What the hell was that, Oscar? That was his fault. I don't want to get too deep into that. I was like, yo, how'd she end up there? She's winning ESPYs. And then called out Floyd. Oh, yeah, you beating women, Floyd. And I'm like, yo, come on, man. Come on, man. Stop this shit. And then Dana White says, yeah, I honestly think that if they fought, if they met in the street, I think that Ronda would really beat him. I say, yo, stop, bro. Stop. Don't do that. And you know what the universe did? Holly Holm. Bing! Over. Fight over. I said, oh, shoot. Well, there goes that. Yeah. But Jake Paul is giving us Serrano versus Taylor. Are we mad at him for that? You might not like who his competition. Hey, man, look, y'all know I want him to fight Kendall Gill. That's my brother. I think Kendall will beat his ass. But if it's not clear that this is a business move and he'll never fight Kendall because Kendall will whoop his ass, if you think that he's really in the game for the thrill of competition, for the sake of competition, you're mistaken. Once you get that out of your brain, you understand what this is about. You don't want to fight Kendall Gill? Okay, cool. I know what it's about now. I'm sure. I don't care what he says after he knocked out Tyron Woodley. Anytime, anyone, anywhere. Bullshit. Bullshit. But I appreciate you giving us Taylor versus Serrano. That's a good thing. I appreciate you redirecting $1 million to your undercarders. That's a boss move, Jake Paul. That's a boss move. I understand you, bro. He just did a diss video to Dana White. I did a video about that. I said, yo, go look. I put the link in the description. Go look at this video. Dana White said, yo, you a drug addict. You had back knee and everything. Apparently, he took a drug test and passed it, and he ain't heard from him. DJ Zion Love, salute. Hey, if he passed the drug test, hey, what you got to say now? Never mind that. He's calling you out for your business practices. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? So we ain't got to like Jake, but I understand him. In boxing, the PBC, the WBC, the WBA, Top Rank, these guys have given guys like Jake Paul the ability to breathe. Like him or not. I'm just waiting for him to say, okay, this is Jake Paul's boxing promotion. I'm just waiting for that to happen. When that happens, watch. Tay-Tay says, do you remember in New York City, Dana gave Ronda Rousey the belt. She didn't have to compete for it. Think about it. Oh, yeah. Katz was kind of mad at that. I remember. If you want your daily dose of MMA, go subscribe to this sister right here. She knows. I'm in and out of MMA. I'm in and out. I don't know everything. So look towards Tay-Tay, the sister. Look towards Healer. You know, Scotty does his MMA talk. You know, I'm not that educated about it, but those cats are. So this crap on the screen, and I'm calling it crap. When you're putting out crap, it allows guys like Jake Paul to walk in and simply, this is how it's done. Now, if he had $1 million to give back to the people that fought on this undercard, what do you think is laying on the table after a Top Rank event that is sponsoring the WBC? What about the PBC? Now, I know Al Heyman did a little better. He's finding money and giving it back to people, and these fighters are having their own promotions. And remember, Al Heyman is just an advisor. David West, salute. He's just an advisor, right? But watch this. I mentioned Deontay, right? What about Gary Russell? Do I have to go there? What the hell is that? That's my only question. If I can ask Al one thing. Let's say Al says, I'm answering one question to every channel. He's here in the morning. Al, he says, yes. I don't even know how the man sounds. He says, yes. I said, I got one question. What? What the fuck happened with Gary Russell in his career? Why is he only fighting once a year? Please explain. Break it down to me. Because no one knows. We're only assuming. We don't know. You're in charge. What the fuck? And I would just mute my mic and I would have him explain that to me. And when he's done, I say, bro, that's not good enough. He'd have to tell me something off the wall like, well, he refused this fight, he refused that fight, and we tried to get him this fight, we tried to get him 3 fights in this year, and he'd have to tell me something like that, and then Batman would jump in the chat and I have to send him a link, and y'all already know. You already know. Can anybody, Daryl, what up? Can anybody explain what the hell happened with Gary Russell? The Don, salute. Can anyone explain what happened with Gary Russell? You know how we can't explain it? I talk to Batman often on in these YouTube streets, kind of local in the building and behind the scenes. If he can't explain what the hell's going on, I can't. I don't know. We don't know. He agrees with fire. Salute. What we do know is that was one hell of a celebration when he allegedly lost to Mag. I don't even know that kid's name. That's how irrelevant he is. That's how long he's gonna be around. A blink of an eye. Terry Smoot, salute. He lost to this kid, and Twitter's on some, oh man, free at last. Fat Dan. Volts, what up? I agree, Ronald Haskins. I agree. The world went crazy when Gary lost, right? Hold on, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all be kidding me. One big celebration when Gary lost. Free at last. But just a second ago is, why ain't Al Haymon getting this guy any fights? We was asking that question. They didn't ask that question. They ridiculed Al Haymon about everything else. But that was a legit question right there. Why isn't Gary Russell getting more than one fight a year? What's really going on with him? But they damn sure, Zello, salute. They damn sure celebrated when he lost, didn't it? Why they acting like he was holding the goddamn belt hostage? PBC. Answer that. BBG, I agree. And the PBC was quiet on it. So when you hear things, when you hear racists say things like, oh, Haymanites. No, you're calling us a Haymanite because, motherfucker, you attack him. I'm not going to let you attack the black man. I'm not. When it has nothing to do with boxing. But none of those motherfuckers who celebrated Gary Russell's loss, who celebrated Wilder's loss, asked Al Haymon, why is Gary Russell only getting one fight a year? It was right there in your face the whole time he had the goddamn belt. You talk about everything else but what was relevant. That's how I know y'all racist. That's how I know. Think we don't see this? Playing the 619, salute. Mario Foster, salute. It was right there in your face, and I'm not going to help them with it. That's why I didn't say anything. Whole time. 2020, one fight. 2021, one fight. Oh, lost. Now it's a celebration. Oh, why is he only fighting once a year? I don't know. Ask Al Haymon now. Why don't you, all these years, why would you not asking Al? They moving people around from Gary. He's trying to get work. But you celebrate the loss, though, right? In Conquest, exactly. So now Manny Pacquiao gets screwed by Top Rank on the way out. We know what happened with Jeff Horn. Comes over to the PBC. Dwayne Freeman, salute. Comes over to the PBC, brings his fighters. He get Adrian Broner. He get Keith Thurman. He was about to get motherfucking Errol Spence. Then the injury happened. Bro, I don't know. I don't know Levon Down gave that. I don't know. I don't know what. That's what I'm saying. I will never know what the hell's going on over there with that. I will never understand that. I don't know. I have no answers. I don't know. So Manny Pacquiao comes over to the PBC, brings all of his people with him, getting them fights. and his guy beats Gary Russell. Allegedly. Fucking freaks. Y'all don't see the play? Y'all don't see what the hell was going on? I saw it. We all here in real time. But because we deflect racism from Al Haymon, because a lot of the ridicule he got was because he was black, because we speak up on that, we're called Haymonites. I'm going to call you a demonite. You beady-eyed devil that needs dental work. Dig your own ditch, dick. You're dead. Demon. Yellow teeth having prick ass motherfucker. Only motherfucker I know that could drink water and turn that shit to lemonade. Mr. Boxing Insider. Eat a dick between two slices of bread. Don't care. Some of you monkeys giving him light. He was already put on blast so y'all can see who he is. Leave him in the gutter. He's going to pollute your goddamn channel. Leave him in the gutter. He's going to pollute your channel. He's not your friend. He's not. Y'all didn't read what I read. His attack wasn't from the heart. His attack was from the heart. But it came from a racist black place in his heart. Y'all understand? He just made up a word. Haymanite. He's talking about black fans. That's what he's talking about. We're in their brain. Bud Crawford decides to accuse Bob Arum of racism, which can be proven. King Corleone salute. And what do? They get on there and say, when did Bud Crawford become part of the LDBC? I have no idea where the fuck that even came from. I read that in shock, like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Bud don't talk to us. Bud don't fuck with us. But we will defend Bud against a lot of attacks, and we question Stephen Zen salute. We question Bud's moves as a businessman. But we're not going to allow you to sit up here and call him all kinds of niggas. I could have a whole live questioning Bud and just getting on him like, yo, I don't know why he did this. I don't know why he did that. And if some person slips through the cracks and says, yeah, I don't like that nigga. And I'm looking at the channel like, yo, wait a minute. I know this guy. I know this woman. He or she was on other channels calling black people all kinds of niggas. Don't come here and agree with me just because I'm getting on Bud. Get out of here. That's right, King Corleone. I guess they're La Hoya and Mikey Garcia. I guess they're LDBC too, right? I guess everybody, Top Killer salute. Everybody is accusing top rankers of this shit. But we've made such an impact that these fools gonna put that LDBC cape on Bud, of all people. Word? That's how you know we winning. Keep hating.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on!
monkeys.
Get it together. Moral of the story is, anybody can get it. Because nobody cares about us. We're the consumer. Don't get it fucked up. They don't love us. Don't fall for it. The PBC, the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, the WBO, the NABO, the NBA or NBC, Top Rank, they don't care. It's about their bottom line.
Sip the juice, I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
They don't care. They don't care.
Well, you should let me help you with that.
So considerate of you, Jimmy, but you know we don't allow n***s in the house, so it's quite all right. It really is wonderful to see you, son. You keep up the good work.
They don't care.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
All fighters, drop those goddamn belts, get with your opponent, make the fights, put together supercars, keep all the money for yourself.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Make the fights yourself. No one cares about these belts. We pay to see the talent. I don't give a damn if it's a PBC card. I don't give a damn if all the WBC card titles are on the line. I don't care if it's a top ranked card. I don't care. I don't know Al Heyman. I'm not going to let you trash any black man. But I'll tell you this. When a black man is wrong, I'm going to hold him accountable. I don't care. When enough is enough, I'm like, yo, man, no. I'm not going to let you call him out his name just because you're racist. But if he does something wrong, I'm going to hold him accountable. And that's the problem with everybody. Not everybody, most people in the business of boxing. Most of you casual fans, you don't hold anybody accountable. Something wrong with you motherfuckers. Well, I got to run. I got things to do. Salute to everybody in the Zelle, the Cash App, the Venmo, the Super Chats. I love and appreciate y'all. This is actually, I sound angry, but, you know, this is therapeutic for me. I love boxing. Boxing don't love us. Screw you racist fans. I love the sport. You love your neighbors. And I'm not saying not to love your neighbor, but you love your neighbors by hook or by crook. Unconditionally. I got conditions. If you grew up next door to me and I found out you cheating, that means I just have access to you. Yo, my man, why you cheating? That's who I am. Who the fuck are y'all? The general's on, y'all. Let's head over there. Bronx on deck. Move!